Well, October is the time ghosts, goblins, and monsters come out to play. But one thing you don't want is a zombie 401k plan. If you've ever left a job, chances are there's leftover funds you need to learn to manage immediately or risk losing money. Tracy Lamson with Lamson Retirement Solutions spoke to Great Day's Christina Cooker about zombie plans and how they can help you prepare for and enjoy your retirement years.
You know, a lot of times the lesson in life is learned the hard way when it doesn't have to be. Lamson Retirement Solutions is a company that can really help prevent a financial problem before it even starts. Tracy, will you break down what Lamson does, how it works?
What my sweet spot is mitigating risk in retirement. I lost my husband when I was 29 years old, dropped dead of a massive heart attack. Fast forward, I remarried, and at 43 years old, my husband retired. And so what I found out was there's so much information that's lacking about retirement and risk and how much you can afford to risk. What started out just to be something to occupy my time because I was a stay-at-home mom after 20 years in oil and gas, slowly grew into this passion about educating people about the choices that they have for retirement. It's not about me making decisions for my clients. It's about empowering them and educating them so that they can make the decisions on what's best for them for retirement.
I've always been told to live for today and not for tomorrow. But as I get older, you know, that phrase scares me a little bit. We all need to kind of think about our future, both financially and put the what ifs in there.
You know, if you knew that 2008 were going to happen next week, what would you do differently to protect yourself? I live with very optimistic outlook, but my husband and I had a 6-figure taxable event after he retired due to lack of information from our financial advisor. We were able to manage and move on, but how many people could afford making the wrong mistake in retirement? I call the 5 years before retirement and the 5 years after retirement the death zone, because literally it can make or break your retirement.
All of it is very confusing. I mean, even 401ks can be very confusing, but you guys can help us make the most of our funds.
Absolutely. Any 401k from any previous employer, any zombie plans, we like to call them, that are really old. You may have 5 or 6 previous employers with money scattered. Those plans left behind, you have higher fees because you're no longer an employee at the company, and you've got someone else making decisions on your money and how it's earned. We want you to bring those into your own IRA where you control those. You know, maybe you can get into something where you don't go backwards, earn a portion of the gains, none of the loss, no fees.
Yeah.
Those things do exist. So it's about gaining control of your finances.
If someone does, have some questions about their zombie plan, you guys kind of have a guide to help them through that.
Give us a call. We have our 401k guide that will walk you through any zombie plan. We have a local airlines that was really suffering, and we've helped so many employees figure out what to do with those 401k plans or fit it into your retirement plan, because your retirement is all about the income that you can generate. It's not about showing up with a bag of money. It's about an income stream that you can create.
That's actually what scares me the most, is kind of doing something unknowingly and then losing a bunch of money either now or later.
I've had pharmacists, doctors, lawyers, engineers sit across the desk from me and basically tell me the same thing. We have no idea what to do. We've saved, maximized our 401k, but what do we do in retirement? What I have experience in are owning and being in these investment vehicles that take us in retirement and give us the peace of mind that we need to have. Because you can have 2 or 3 people with the same funds, all getting the same rate of return over the life of their investments. And one money can run out 13 years earlier before, say, the next guy.
When people come in for an analysis, what should they expect?
Someone that's going to help you with your retirement planning, you need to have a trust relationship. You need to be able to depend on them. So that's first and foremost. If we are a good fit, then we move further if we can help you. Normally someone with assets over 100,000, then we move forward into getting a complete snapshot of where your finances are today. We look at it 30 years down the road, and then we work backwards in trying to mitigate your risk There is no cookie cutter plan as far as we're concerned. It's about how can we fit all of that into your perfect recipe and what works for you? How much risk can you afford?
You even have a book, Tax-Free Money for Long-Term Care, with all kinds of good tips in it.
I do. Too many people believe that Medicare is somehow supposed to pay for our long-term care. Only if the sequence of events happens exactly the way they're supposed to does that happen. 7 out of 10 people need some type of long-term care in their lives. The price of long-term care in a semi-private nursing home is, for the Houston area, right around $6,500 a month. So without that, that could have been the one thing that really devastated our portfolio.
That's where you come in, because I'm like, all this stuff, I mean, I'm not good at math to begin with, but like all of this just goes over my head. So if we have somebody that we can entrust in and you can make sure we're putting it in the right place, sounds like a win-win.
If we can't put you in a better position than what you were before you came in, I'm going to be the first to tell you, and I'm going to tell you really quick. If we're going to move forward, I want to make sure that I can help you beforehand.
I will meet up with you later, and I'll have my list of questions.
Bring it on. I'm ready for it.
Thank you.
Lamson Retirement Solutions has a special offer for Great Day viewers. The first 50 people to contact them and mention Great Day Houston will receive a free financial analysis, as well as a complimentary copy of Tracy's 401k Solution Guide and her new book, Tax-Free Money for Long-Term Care. For more information, log on to LamsonRetirementSolutions.com or give them a call at 281-459-0023.